What in the tabarnak was I watching today, man? What was that, man? What was that? Like, bro, it started so well. Like, the game started so well. And then after that, it became complete madness, man. Complete madness. That was rough to watch. I feel like I've been saying this a lot of times over the past couple of weeks. This was rough to watch. Like, legit rough. Like, wow. Anyways, what's up, guys? It's your boy Tropical Habs back here today for another Habs review. We killed it in the last review. 5K views, almost 400 likes. I wasn't expecting that at all. And I even said it in a video because I posted that video at 1 a.m. Like, after the game. The game was late as hell. And I was just like, the video might not get as much views, blah, blah, blah. But I think it's the best review of the season so far. So thanks a lot for that. Really appreciate. We're getting close to 2.2K as well. So if you could subscribe, if you're not already, that would mean the world. And also, let's try and get 100 likes again on this review. Habs lost, so I'm not expecting to get that many views. It was a rough game to watch, so people don't really watch as much reviews after losses like that. But yeah, I don't care. I'm just having fun making those videos. So yeah, it's not a tradition for me to come right after the game, right before my camera to talk with you guys. So yeah, we're here to talk about the game, Oilers versus Canadiens. Yeah, one thing for sure is that the Edmonton Oilers are not winning the Stanley Cup, man. They're scoring a lot of goals, but defensively, man, terrible, terrible, terrible. They only have two players in that team, man. Two players in that team. Yeah, but McDavid he's a cheat code, man. Not only in NHL 23, but in real life, man. That guy's not normal, not human, man. I'm sure he's genetically modified or something like that, man. It's just like, how can you go that fast with the puck? Like, he's the fastest player just because he's able to keep his maximum speed with the puck. That's the only reason why he's so good, man. He's the only player that can keep his maximum speed and keep the puck. And yeah, he's incredible. And Draisaitl is just, yeah. For me, Draisaitl's better than Austin Matthews, but for some reason, people think Matthews is better. Matthews is better to score goals, but Draisaitl overall, for me, I take him before Matthews to build a winning team. So yeah, just too bad that the Oilers are built like a shitty Lego made by a 13-year-old after his first party or something like that. Bro, what was that? What was that analogy, man? That was weird. Anyways, let's get back to the Canadiens. Game started well. Suzuki scored a power play goal. Caulfield missed a wide open net. How is Cole Caulfield missing that shot? Doesn't matter because Spicy Nick Suzuki scored the goal right after. And then after that, it was going all right. It was going all right until Arber Xhekaj, most penalized player in the NHL, decides to hook McDavid for absolutely no reason with like 50 seconds left in the period. They get scored at the start of the period, 1-1. And then after that, madness starts. Another penalty. 3 consecutive 5-on-3. Come on. And then Joel Edmondson. What in the Ben Sherratt was that? Cross-check to the neck. And I think it was okay for it to be a 5-minute, but I think that what affected the decision the most was because Zach Hyman was staying late on the ice for like 5 minutes. And I was just like, oh my God, might have something wrong with his neck, his head, it's dangerous, blah, blah, blah. And when I noticed he was on the ice the shift after, I was just like, all right, we got scammed. The guy was faking 100%. 100%. It was just like, oh my God, that hurts. Oh shit, he got kicked out. All right, let's get that power play going. Yeah. We got scammed. So I don't think it would. Yeah. I think that the fact that Hyman was laying on the ice affected the decision a little bit. Like, I think that if he stood up right after, it would have been only at 2 minutes. I think that the referees take their decision, judging by what the player is looking like after the play. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Will he get suspended? Probably, because he's a Habs player. I say 1 or 2 games, just because he's a Habs. If a Habs get hit like that, it's not even a penalty. But like, I don't know. I'm not gonna complain. Like, shit happens. Shit happens. And yeah, Sofkovsky got another point. He played amazing again. The only problem with his line today was Josh Anderson played terrible. And that's what's one of the biggest problems from Josh Anderson. Lack of consistency. One game he's going to play like primetime Alex Stuck. The game after is going to play like Scott Gomez. Terrible game for Josh Anderson. And I didn't get why he was on the ice at the end of the game with the empty netter. Like, why was Josh Anderson on the ice? Like, he made the turnover that ended up into the McDavid goal, the 5th goal for the Oilers. Terrible pass, terrible decision making right there on that play. And then he ends up on the 6-on-5 at the end of the game. Like, he doesn't have any hockey vision whatsoever. So why is he there? I would have rather see Sofkovsky over there, because he's playing with confidence right now. Sofkovsky, confidence, Sofkovsky. The most impressive player tonight, Kirby Dach, played an amazing game. He almost scored a highlight reel goal. He went backhand, would have went forehand. But yeah, amazing play by him. Kaiden Guhle was amazing. Kaiden Guhle, one of his best games this year. And the more ice time he gets, the better he is, in my opinion. And that's why you need to give him as much ice time as you can give him, because he's going to be a first caliber defenseman in the National Hockey League. I think he's going to be a 40, 50, 55 point defenseman in his prime. Being good defensively as well. So definitely is going to be a top defenseman in this National Hockey League, in my opinion, in his prime. Jack scored a goal assisted by Sofkovsky. Jack is now at 4 goals, 8 points, 9 points. I think really, really impressive. His penalty was like, he needs to calm down on the penalties. I think that the hook on McDavid kind of killed the momentum. And if he doesn't take that penalty, I don't think that the Canadiens end up with Edmondson being kicked out. With all of that in the second period, the 3 power play goals don't happen if Jack just holds himself and doesn't hook McDavid. All the 3 goals are coming from that, because if they're not on the PK, they're not obligated to take more penalties and more penalties and more penalties and end up with 3 5-on-3, 3 consecutive 5-on-3, getting scored 3 goals. That's what killed the game. So Jack played amazing when he was on the ice. But that little decision to hook McDavid on that play was not ideal. And the Kirby Dach penalty, man, on McDavid, that was not a penalty. He just dived. He lost balance, fell on the ice, and then it turned out to be Kirby Dach's fault. That's not a penalty. I think the referees were a bit too, like, in the second period, they were calling everything, and yeah, it was when the Canadiens were taking penalties. They got some power plays as well, but in the third period, there were a lot of penalties against Canadiens players. Weren't called. Jake Evans got hit. He didn't even have the puck. That was 100% interference. Kaiden Guhle got hit in his face with a stick. That was 100% a high stick. Yeah, a lot of interference calls coming from the Edmonton Oilers that didn't get called. So yeah, not a consistent game again by referees. If you're gonna call something at some point in the game, call it for the entire game. Because yeah, it's not consistent. Like, I feel like every game the rules are different. So yeah, terrible. They need to make another formation for the referees, man. Not ideal at all. And yeah, a lot of things happened during this game. Not ideal. Jake Allen played meh. Let's be honest, he played meh. On the first Connor McDavid goal, he looked like me when I was playing as a little kid in the gym in primary school, trying to save the 6th grade. I was like in 4th grade trying to stop the 6th grade's puck. Yeah, he looked completely lost again, Jake Allen. Not good. I think he could have saved the Darnell Nurse goal on the Kovacevic turnover. Kovacevic played a nice game, just unlucky there. He fell. And yeah, Matheson, I still don't like what he's almost scored a beauty. Like, let's be honest, he's good offensively, but overall, I don't like his game at all. When you're trying to go score a goal when you're on a 5-on-3 PK, definitely not the best of ideas. And then the Oilers came back after David Savard hurting himself because he had to come back for Matheson. And the Oilers scored right after. So really poor decision making from Michael Matheson, and it's been like that since he came back. Still don't like him on the first power play. I don't think he's a quarterback. I'd rather see Guhle or Jacky up there. Even Sofkovsky, I think, could do pretty good on the first power play. You get Sofkovsky somewhere in the middle. You get Sofkovsky at Mike Hoffman's place, and you put Kirby Dach back on the point. I think Kirby Dach's a better power play quarterback than Michael Matheson, but this is just my opinion, man. This is just my opinion. So, yeah, definitely not the best of games, but I feel like if Jacky didn't take that penalty at the end of the first, I think that the Canadians are winning this game. Really, really bad momentum killer power play penalty to take, and then all the other power plays kind of came because of that power play. So yeah, definitely a bad decision there for Harper Jacky, even though he played an amazing game on the ice. And it's just a bit like sad to see that this game's gonna get affected by that only little play. There were like 20 seconds left in the period, so why do you have to hook a guy that doesn't even have the puck? Yeah, he needs to work on that. That's the only thing I don't like about Harper Jacky's play. If he gets a penalty for a big hit, all right, that shit happens, but like a hook like that for no reason, not a big fan of this. So yeah, let me know what you guys all think about this in the comments below. Um, Strong game by the first line. Suzuki, Caulfield, and Doc played amazing. Monahan, Sofkovsky together played amazing. Anderson was rough. Best game from Joel Armia. Armia was amazing. Forgot to talk about Armia. Armia was really good. If he can play like that every night, it's gonna work well for him. Dodonov, same thing. He scored a goal. First point for Armia on that goal. Also, Pizzetta is not an NHL player. He doesn't do anything bad, but he doesn't do anything good either. So Rem Pitlick was invincible. Jake Evans was solid on the PK. If Jake Evans wasn't there, the Oilers would have scored 5 goals on that 5-minute power play with all those 5-on-3s. So thank God Jake Evans was there. Yeah, pretty much it. The Dvorak is pretty solid. I think that they will be able to get a decent value out of him at some point. So yeah, defensively, Savard played an amazing game. Still don't like Matheson. Jacky played good. The only thing bad from him was that penalty. Who completely was the reason why the Canadians lost, in my opinion. Kovacevic played good, even though he had that turnover. Edmondson, come on, man, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? That was just unnecessary. Yeah, Edmondson is just his decision on that pop penalty was just as bad as Jacky's. Like, it was unnecessary as fuck. Jake Allen played meh. I hope we get to see Montalbo next game. I think he deserves the start after his 2 nice games he played last week. Allen is still not convinced. He played good last game, so I'm not gonna shit talk him too much. We're gonna see next start what he's gonna look like, but his statistics are still terrible. He's still below 900, and he's still close to 4 goals a game. So not good, not good. So yeah, let me know what you guys all think about this in the comments below. I'll see y'all tomorrow for 2 brand new videos. It's been your boy Tropical Habs. Have a good night. Have a nice rest of your day if you're watching this tomorrow. Shout out to all the Slovakians that are watching the video. I love you guys. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Tropical Habs out. Bye-bye.